Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Panzer Corps 2. We're playing the 1939 Axis operations in the fourth mission, Orenthal. Now that we've dealt a setback to the French Third Army, we can focus again on the fourth. Recon reports show that they're still mired in the minefields we deployed, so this is an excellent opportunity for a quick raid. Capture 5, then all victory X's, raid Orenthal. While the main body of the French are busy with our minefields, we should clear to strike at various positions in this region. If we're lucky, we might find some weapon depots scattered around. So the more you capture, the better off we'll be later on. We are dangerously close to French territory, though. Orenthal is expected to be extremely heavily fortified. We can try to encircle it, but if this obstacle is too stubborn, I recommend we simply bypass it on our raid. Heavy cloud cover has been forecast, so we might want to hold back a few of your aircraft for this engagement. To victory for Germany. Lethal attack. Half of suppression caused by this unit is converted to kills. So that's another artillery unit. Sure. Let's elite replace all. Might actually be good on a guy like this, where I can just take away that legendary because he has such high strength. He's probably gonna kick ass then. We'll probably have to take, if we take new fighters, or at least a new fighter, a new bomber, I can actually switch them over. Let's actually see whether I can upgrade the recon from the Rajo, I guess, to a Storch. Doesn't actually do anything. Like, it's just more expensive, but it doesn't have more defense, so why would I change it to a Storch? No better vision. Nothing. Okay, so no reason to change the Rayo. Why they would do that is beyond me, but let's actually take a look. Maybe there are some new units. Not in the tank department, not in the recon department, though I will probably change one of my recon to a Panhard. Simply because of the better initiative and ground defense. Puck won't be better. I guess, yeah, I don't have enough of the 47mm. I have only 10, so if I were to take 1 damage, that's already going to be a problem because I can't repair it. Unfortunately, didn't capture any of the French 150mm. But I'm sure I will have ample opportunity to do so later. So I guess we're just back, yeah, probably changing a recon and 2 more fighters once again. Let's see. Let's at least get rid of 1 artillery piece now. First of all, what I want to do is I want to get rid of legendary on these guys. I still want the prestige though, so I'll definitely put it on another guy, but I actually want these guys to... because these guys have the highest damage, I want them to have lethal attack. So half the suppression is converted to kills. Basically, I guess these guys have the highest chance to get killed in, so that's exactly what I want to put on them. And then I guess I also want to get these guys to higher wow, no, never mind. So if I get a guy like this and put them on more over strength, that would put them to from 4 to 8, so that's also quite a lot. Yeah, I guess it's not worth it to do something like that. Yeah, so let's get rid of the artillery with the most experience, because I do want... Yeah, I'll get 4 artilleries. I'll again put my units into 2 groups. 1 group will go here, 1 group will go here, and then basically both of them will be heading south, and then we'll see what the enemy does. Like, they're gonna be super delayed we'll see how far we can get. I wouldn't be surprised if we'll get a mass victory. I could bring the fighter back. That is 3, but I guess they'll be okay. Let's upgrade the fighter for now as well. So we'll have all 4 of our fighters back at 60. That's pretty good. I can also upgrade this Junkers to A-B. Now at least we do have the entire Air Force upgraded. And yeah, now I guess I'll also upgrade 1 artillery. So these, we have a lot of those. They're, I think, identical. In use. That's how it looks like. So let's just upgrade them to the 15 centimeter one. That costs 1 slot plus 120. But yeah, the 15 centimeter is much better. So then the next turn I only have to upgrade 1 more artillery. Let's see if I have any heroes in reserve, because I should not. No, okay. So I cannot upgrade a recon right now. That's fine. They're not the most amazing anyway. Maybe having 4 fighters is too much here. I guess I'll take the 2-star. Yeah, let's just have only 3. I think it's too much. Right, let's unassign. Move them. Put you up there. Gallant. Legendary. Doesn't really matter what I put this guy on. I mean, he is in a plane, so I guess that's only fair. 2 bombers. Because I'm missing a few units. So let's see here. I have 1 additional recon. Yeah, let's switch them up and get you in there. There we go. So that's a new one. Then I will, I guess, at least take 1 tank. So we're at 58. Well, I don't want the Panzer 1, so let's just get a T-26 at that point. Yeah, the one with 1 star of experience will do fine. So now I have 3 tanks, 1 recon. I kind of would like to get 1 more recon. I think they deploy for 2. Yeah, I can still get them back. Alright, that's looking great. I don't think I can get these guys overstrength. No, I can't. Sure. Alright. I think I'm going to switch up the Azul infantry because they already have 1 star experience and change it for regular Wehrmacht infantry, which is a bit weaker. Again, I need the experience on the infantry. They currently have none. So we better make sure that they start actually getting it, because otherwise at some point we'll have infantry which is too weak, and you really don't want that. I suppose. Which one is this? This is the one with shock tactics. No, let's not get the one with shock tactics here. Let's just get 2 regular ones on this side, and the one with shock tactics I guess we'll go over here, and the heavy artillery I will use that over also near Orenthal, which we need to surround. They'll probably take pretty long. And I actually need a bunch of units for that. There's the first airfield, and there's also an airfield. I might actually not deploy too many units there, but focus entirely on Orenthal, or at least in large part. Well, I guess it just means I have to deploy a few more forces over on this side. So if I also get the recon on this side, like 2 recons, and then they might actually join up again later. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no, I'm actually not too pleased by this deployment. So that's actually put the recon in the back. Yeah, let's deploy like this, because Orenthal is gonna be more challenging anyway. So, and I don't really need to go over on this side already. I can cross the river whenever I feel like. Except down here though. So again, the game is super obvious with you need a bridge engineer at either of these places. I mean, I would have expected at least a destroyed bridge, but nope. They make it super obvious. It's a bit dumb that way, I think. Like, you could have made it slightly less obvious that you need bridge pioneers, but okay. Alright, let's get started. So, just, yeah, my artillery does have trucks right now. Alright, good. First of all, this will allow me already to get rid of this artillery, which seems to be necessary. Like, well, actually this is all major river. This probably too. I don't think they can get supply through that way, so I kind of just have to surround them in that particular fashion. Like, why would I attack them from the front? What is this? City fighter, combat bonus, and city terrain. Alright, I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Although, I guess getting rid of the artillery only is probably a good idea. Like, I don't think these guys will be aggressive. That's very unlikely. Okay. Well, that's silly. Guess I will have to kill them then. One second, let me take a look at the sound though. Alright, the sound was indeed too low. Yeah, so let's just get moving. Like I said, I don't expect them to get off of their asses, pretty much. So I might just as well try to advance. I'm quite surprised actually about the enemy not retreating in a way, but yeah, I don't know. Or not surrendering again. I'm a bit confused at this. Can I get the infantry? Oh, the bridge pioneers, right? I will shoot down the enemy plane despite the enemy anti-aircraft. Like, that sucks, but I just think going after the enemy plane. I don't want them to repair. Let's just call it that way. And the bombers can't do anything for this turn then, so I guess that would be pretty much it. What could be pretty reasonable? I can already start working on some of these units. Well, it doesn't really do a whole lot, except get me a bit of experience. Which is not bad. I mean, I do get more accuracy. So sure, let's see what they got. I will withdraw from there with the infantry. I just thought there would be a good opportunity to get at least rid of one infantry. So probably we'll be watching a lot of enemies trying to get through minefields on this map. That's how it looks like at any rate. That's a weird ambush, but they finish it off in one go. It's actually quite strange. All right. At least they don't utilize the close defense of the strong point at this rate. There we go. So, like I said, I'm not surprised they don't really do a whole lot. Let's just retreat these guys because they're not getting supplies through there at any rate. This is close terrain. I'm not too excited. It is not my lucky day with the Fredaja, that's for sure. I will just go around though. Let's see. 1, 1, 2. Yeah, they can't do anything like that. Let's just kill them then. That kind of sucks, but oh well. Seems like they are gonna go up and try to attack or something. They're planning at least an offensive towards this. They might try to go around. Well, there's no bridge, so that would be interesting. Let's just guard it with the bridge pioneers on this side for now. And Let's get this infantry in here for now as well. If I move... Yeah, I can actually even move them up in here, but they're pioneers, so they can only move 2 hexes. Let's just go like that. For now, of course. And then we can just move ahead a little bit further. Let's see how far the artillery stretches. Well, you can blast them. And this is just for the experience. It doesn't really affect anything. But since I do need to get around, it's a shame they cannot go any further like that. Like, this is pretty risky, but I don't expect too much resistance at the moment. Especially at the start here. They might have some airplanes that will actually pop up. That would be a marginal problem. You have range of 3. 1, 2, 3. So... practically, I will want to stay out of its range, but at the same time try to at least protect some of my units. It's also an opportunity to repair a damaged unit. Like, I'm not bombing there anyhow, so... I'll get a few shellings over time because I'm trying to surround them. I'm really not sure whether they can take this. I guess they can. Let's take a look. I'm actually quite interested to see those odds again. Infantry versus strong point. So what chance do they have? 15. Again, they're in close defense rating for whatever reason. Yeah, that's not a good attack, basically. I guess something happened. They're trying to go after mines. Yes, I'm not super surprised that these first few missions are to be perceived as, you know, pretty docile and or boring. It's like, first mission, you can't have combat. Second mission, you're laying mines. Third mission, given that's actually pretty neat. I think the third mission is pretty enjoyable. But then this mission, you're just, half of the time, you're just watching the enemy clear mines. Like, I can imagine that, you know, that's just not the most exciting. Like, yeah, it shows what the game can do, but I'm not here to play a showcase of how the developers can design a game. Like, I just want to have some fun, basically, not do this. Oh. Besides, these poor little enemies stand absolutely no chance against my superior army anyways. Attacking here is slightly risky, but then an enemy has to come through here, and I'd actually rather push them back. Now, what would be even better if I can actually get the bomber there, but that's a bit too far, unfortunately. Ah, well. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's get up here and just outright kill them. Ah, shame. Can't do that. Let's just push them back and get out of the hex then. Oh, I did kill them. Now that is very nice. Alright, let's get them on the road, get a bit more visuals. So they have a Panhard. Sure, sure. They might actually launch some kind of offensive. Maybe. Though I'm not too convinced. So far I can't encircle them yet. They'll be next turn. And I guess we would be in a pretty decent position at that point. So I will move these guys like this. Like, I can't really do anything with them, but this means that you get to go one further. If I push these guys back, then they might extend further. Yeah, okay. So I will be able to encircle them next turn. They are not likely to go up there. Let's actually take a bit of a peek. With the weather, I guess it doesn't really do a whole lot. Well, we saw one cav, but that's about it. Now that we killed the bridge engineer, they have no way to get across from down this side. Let's just move these down and have them protect my flank for now. Let's close in on Orenthal. You can't repair, but has no issue. I'm quite at the limit of my operational range with the Air Force. Yeah, the next airfield is here or here, but this one is more likely to be captured. That's it though. What could you possibly bomb that isn't protected? Nothing. Okay, that's a big hit. Sometimes I kind of wish that the enemy wasn't so lucky, but did only 10 damage against that unit. Holy cow. Yeah, this game has really big swings when it comes to combat odds. I mean, we already knew that, and I did put it to max, but that just showcased it once again. Especially things like rapid fire. It makes for some insane attacks, coupled with high efficiency or high experience. I can't imagine having a 5 experience unit. Oh, okay, so they have a counteroffensive coming, huh? That's bad. But not the end of the world. That is conveniently timed. But... of course. Alright, alright. Very clever. Well, I guess first of all, these guys are not going to have any targets, so let's just shell for the experience as before. If I can take down the Hotchkiss a little bit easier, which is kind of... Come on. No. Okay, let's try that a second time. Okay. What is your ability? Tank killer, +5 against tanks. That is a potential problem. Definitely. And these guys cannot reach him. I can clear out those guys, very likely, but... Yeah, I need you to swing back over to this side. And get rid of them. So... that helps. Now... yeah, afraid to admit it, but I'm just a little bit scared of that Somua. Because I can already put the encirclement, sure. But... okay, so... like, this mechanic is obviously not working. Can only be detected by recons and adjacent ground units. Well, you know... already here. Why is it a different color? Why is it so ugly? I have no clue why they're making this one particular unit so damn ugly there. Okay. Yeah, so I need to get a bit closer with the artillery as well. Let's just put up a solid front line. I'm not too worried about the Panhard. But I guess these guys definitely need to retreat. Like, this looks good, sure. Another thing that... no, these guys also need to repair. Like, if they're gonna get smacked by enemy artillery... okay, let's pull you here so I can actually get the encirclement going from that side. Then put you in advance. You're just gonna repair, probably just like these. So that is not a concern. You're staying there. They're not gonna attack from that side. They get even more attack on the fence. So what did they do again? +5 against tanks. Basically... let's just pull back for a turn. Consolidate, take out the enemy tanks on the next turn, and then we'll get them. And as far as bombers are concerned, I kind of need to move them a little bit forward. Despite everything. Like they can't bomb, but... they indeed had several units more as well. If they're gonna move into Orenthal, I might actually be able to snatch them as well. We'll see. Okay, so they have a bit more. Well, attacking into that is just a death wish. So, yeah, they pumped this full of units. I think the turn to strike will be now. So, let's make it clear. This is the no surrender one. And we can get a couple more Hotchkisses as well. It's pretty neat. And with a couple, I mean a lot. I guess that range is no good. I kind of need to push those guys aside, unfortunately. Like, they're in the exact hex that I need to get into. Unless I push them aside. Then I could technically go into this hex as well. They have movement 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could do that. Yeah, so then you need to get up and in here. Because if I have a unit in here, then this basically is a zone of control. You're going out here. Artillery there, that'd be fine. Really like this bad luck there. Bomber. Of course, you're just not good enough on the reach. As usual, all your plans can be foiled by just a little bit of bad luck. But we still have a chance. This is 5, so that should push them out. And now you get to go in here, and that should encircle them. Alright, we snagged quite a few other units there as well. That's great. And since they're losing 4 a turn, that should be plenty of cohesion for them to lose. That's pretty neat. Okay. Let's make sure these guys don't smack some other units. They'll likely go and attack some of my artillery any which way. But I would say it can hardly be helped. You also need to stay in that position, which leaves them quite vulnerable to practically anything. I should have attacked first. That was silly. You might as well just stay there. And that doesn't do anything. I don't have the airfield, right? Yeah, just trying to protect my units. They're gonna get smacked regardless. And I need to move you back, unfortunately. Right, can't move too many units out. So they do have actually a few units that can go out and attack this, for example. I will get clear of that on the next turn. Just hope my units won't die. We'll see. They all have 4 suppression at any rate. So that they are out of it is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna re-encircle them, or how I'm gonna deal with those guys. Like, well, they're at 4, so at least they won't be a threat next turn that much anymore. But yeah, we'll be fine. This is probably also one of the few offenses that they have, given that there are 19 turns. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. I'm surprised that Orenthal is so much defended. Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.